Hey folks, welcome back to T2SMC Trader. So the people are new here. Just for those, I would love to remind you guys this part until 9:30 we are doing the study of ICT's 2024 mentorship, and I'm going to use the information until episode 10 because until episode 10 there is something I got informative and actually helpful, useful. But after that, it's a little bit difficult for me to understand whatever I see talked over there. I'm not convinced. Okay, so I actually would love to use the information until episode 10, and then we will try to use those things in this chart. After 9:30, I will switch to my chart, and then we will do our analysis. So everything I'm doing here, that is actually studying. I'm just studying to building my confidence. I told that beforehand that I really would love to study this in live so that you can understand how to do the study. Okay, I already know that you already know how to do the study, but that was my intention for doing this live. This is today's new day opening gap over here. Can you see it or not? See here. This is the new day opening gap from today. Old yesterday new day opening gap. Old new day opening gap. Old new day opening gap. New week opening gap. Below this new week opening gap, another new day opening gap. So all I have the new day opening gap. Now you can see a lot of new day opening gap, but when I'll be in, I'll just make it like this way. It will be clear to you. Just let me show you everything before going into the chart. This is the London low, today's London low, and I really would love to go make it bigger. So here, this is the 7 a.m. So all the information I'm seeing after 7 a.m. Okay, so after 7 a.m. I'm watching the price action. So over here, this is the buy side liquidity, relatively equal highs after 7 a.m. And below here, I have this new opening gap and the London low. I don't have any other information over here. This is 8 a.m. Until now, I can see there was some relatively equal lows which has taken over there. Market is keep taking the sell side liquidity. So far from yesterday and the day before yesterday, we have seen that the liquidity that has built after 7 a.m. that has been taken by using the opening bell at 9:30 a.m. So if you are with me, you have seen that already, that whatever liquidity has built after 7 a.m. that liquidity was left until 9:30 opening bell. I will keep that in my mind and I will see that this buy side liquidity is going to be taken after 9 a.m. or not. So over here, this is the London low and the new day opening gap. I will try to focus over here. Can market take that liquidity? So this new day opening gap is the liquidity. This London low is the liquidity. What else I'm seeing? Before even taking this liquidity, all of this liquidity, yesterday, for example, yesterday, market didn't take the buy side liquidity. That the day before yesterday, market didn't take the liquidity before actually falling. So over here, after 8, I'm seeing can it go toward this new opening gap, and for that I need some kind of buy run, some kind of buy run. If I get that type of buy run, then everyone will think market will tap to this buy and then it will go for that, and I will start to think that no, market is actually going lower, use that inversion parabolic gap, it will fall something like this. This is my expectation after studying last 2 days ICT's 2024 mentorship. I'm going to remove this 8 a.m. line because you already know this is the 8 a.m. line. This is the 7 a.m. This is the 9 a.m. That is the line. Okay. So every setup from 7 to 7:30, I will use that time frame for the liquidity making or taking. So I can see that until 7:30, market has built that buy side liquidity, and then from 7:30 to until 10, I will try to catch the move. That means, can I take an entry around that area from 7:30 to until 10? Every setup can be created after 8, after 9, after 9:30. So over here, I'm expecting some kind of bull move with a fair value gap. Tap to this fair value gap. Someone will think that market is going for that buy side liquidity or this inefficiency, but actually market will use that fair value gap as an inversion fair value gap, and then it will fall for this new opening gap. So that is the only opportunity for me to trade. Okay, so just let me show you the things it has done yesterday. So over here, if you remember, this is yesterday's price action. So around 8, see this 8 a.m., around 8 a.m. market went lower, went higher, make a fair value gap over there. See this fair value gap, then market fall, trade that fair value gap, inversion fair value gap, fall until this new opening gap. Let me show you the day before yesterday. So it was something here, here. Okay, so that was the thing, that was the sell side liquidity. I was thinking that market is going to take that sell side liquidity, but market didn't do that. Market actually went higher, trade that fair value gap, went higher. So here it was going toward the buy side liquidity, or I mean maybe this new week opening gap high. Until that area market was keep going higher, it didn't use any kind of fake move. That means market went lower, then use that inversion fair value gap. No, it didn't do that. So these two things I will keep that in my mind. That means I am looking for sell, not buy, and I will try to catch that buy. So if I get any kind of fair value gap here, any kind of fair value gap, I will catch that run for the until this area. Or if I see some kind of buy move, then I will wait to see that if it can make a fair value gap, inversion fair value gap, and can fall over here or not. Okay, over here all I can see that market has made this week 50%. I would love to mark the 50% of that week. It seems like that it's heavy, that's why it didn't even trade that CE. That is a sign that maybe market is falling. So I would love to see something. What do I mean by that? When I say I would love to see something, that means I'm not looking for a setup. I'm just waiting to see the sign that market is actually going toward my direction. Then I will start to look for the setup. So over here, so far I can see that market is actually failed to trade that week 50%. I don't have the fair value gap, and this is the week 50%. Okay, if I get any kind of lower fair value gap over there, maybe if I get a fair value gap, perfect, I will try to catch that sell. If it went higher and make a bullish fair value gap, then I will wait to see if that bullish fair value gap can be used as a inversion fair value gap or not. So two type of things, I'm just watching this price action until this new day opening gap, and I would love to see this buy side liquidity will be taken by using the opening bell. So this is how I'm studying this ICT's 2024 mentorship. That means whatever information I'm getting from my previous session or previous back testing or forward testing, I'm just going to use that things in a very specific day or the following day. Anybody has any question? If you have the question, let me know. So that was the relatively equal loss. See this relatively equal loss, market has taken that relatively equal loss. If it went higher, tap to this fair value gap, keep going higher, I will try to frame the buy setup for this buy side liquidity by the first video which was built by ICT himself, that our market will take the liquidity and then take the buy side liquidity. I will catch that one, but not from that fair value gap. I will wait for order block entry or any other breaker block, anything else. Okay, but if I would love to take a sell, obviously I will wait for a fair value gap, then I will wait for kind of inversion fair value gap, something like that. Okay, yeah, how do you determine your daily bias when you trade? Because that is what I'm struggling on. I have watched your video, but I can't time tune that into the tape reading. But how do you determine? Every day's bias is different, brother. So it's not something like you can watch some video and then you will be understand how to determine the bias. It's I if you ask me how do I determine my bias, every single day's bias is different. Most of the time I focus on liquidity and the fair value gap, that is 15-minute liquidity and the fair value gap, also the narrative. So these three things help me to determine my bias. So as you can see, this is the relatively equal loss which has taken over here. So far we have seen that market keep taking the liquidity from yesterday and the day before yesterday. So can it keep going, keep falling for this new day opening gap and then this London low? This is the London low. You can see this is the low which has created around 505. This is the London low. Can it go for that London low? So far I didn't get any bearish fair value gap so that I can push my button from that bearish fair value gap. But brother, market didn't take the buy side liquidity. Yesterday I have seen that market didn't even take the buy side liquidity. Instead taking the buy side liquidity, it keep falling. So today I will wait for that. If it would love to go higher for that buy side liquidity, I'm not going to push my button from that fair value gap. Instead I will wait for some kind of breaker block, order block, or any other time frame. I mean any other opportunity. But the fair value gap, if there is a bullish fair value gap, I will try to use that bullish fair value gap as a inversion fair value gap. So market has traded the 50% of that week. Okay, I wanted to see that it will fail to trade that 50%, but it's okay, it has traded that 50%. We will see this. Okay, by the way, I'm studying this, so I don't know what is happening. I'm studying this, I'm building my confidence. I'm just building my confidence about 2024 mentorship so that later I will be able to trade from 7 to 10 a.m. in that time frame. If you are with me for so long, you know that no entry is valid before 9:30. No entry is valid before 9:30. So I'm using this small information for confirming that can I trade in that time frame and can I be able to get some kind of precision like 90% or 95% winning rate, something like that. If I get that, I will start to use that things to my trading. So over here, this is the week which has still confirmed. I mean, it's broken. So I'm going to remove this week. It is going higher. Am I going to push the buy button? No, I'm not doing that. Instead, I would love to see can it fall and use this fair value gap or volume balance, anything over there for a sell setup. Can it do that? If it keep going higher, I will try to look for some kind of order block or the breaker block or any kind of entry opportunity until this buy side liquidity or this new day opening gap. As you can see, market trade that new day opening gap. It's from maybe some days ago actually, that new day opening gap, then it fall. So I would love to see can it go for that buy side liquidity, which I have learned from ICT's live. And from my live, last two lives, I have seen that market left the liquidity which has built after 7 a.m. for 9:30 open. So until 9:30 or the opening bell, market left that buy side liquidity. So I'm not going to push my buy button over here. Instead, I would love to see if it can make some kind of fair value gap and use that fair value gap as inversion fair value gap or not. I don't do the back test, Aditya. I'm a very lazy guy. I don't do back test. In my life I do a back test for maybe 30 minutes or something like that in 2019 or 2020, long time ago. So I actually don't do the back test. I do the forward test. The way I'm studying these things, this is my back test. So I'm doing the forward test as my back test. So good morning all, good afternoon, and good evening. I hope that everyone is cool, guys. Okay, I didn't ask you how are you. By the way, let me know how are you all. Are you cool? Let me keep this line and let me see that if it can make this as a inversion constant encroachment, 50% constant encroachment. Can it make it as inversion constant encroachment or not? The 50% of that specific week. So I'm not interested to push my button from, see this all volume balance or something like that. No, I'm not interested to push the buy button from here. Instead, I would love to see can it make an inversion fair value gap over there or not. So some kind of inversion gap or something. If it keep going higher, I will try to frame any kind of breaker block entry. See high, low, high, lower low. The highest up close body close candle. This is the breaker block. So this is the all consecutive breaker block, but the highest one is the most sensitive one. So I would love if it keep going higher, then I would love to see if this breaker block or maybe there will be some kind of fair value gap or order block, anything that is holding the price and keep going higher for this buy side liquidity. We'll see that. Is this the order block? No, that is not the order block. This candle, it's not the order block. Obviously here another part is important. I would love to see the speed. If there is no speed, I'm not interested to push the buy button. Okay, so speed is one of the most important part over here. So after 8, after 7, after 9, see after 7 the speed, look at the speed, go back yesterday and see about the speed around 7, 8 and 9 a.m. If there is no speed for the buy side, I am just not interested to look for the buy. Remember, I just removed the 8 a.m. candle line. Okay, so this is the 8 a.m. line here. This candle. This is the 8 a.m. line. I hope that you got the point. So here, bias is something I'm just doing the study over there. So where market can reach for, how can it reach for? Every day I'm building my confidence so that I can be able to trade these things with my real money, something like that. So this is how I actually studied 2000. I have studied 2022 mentorship, then not all the core content but some of the core content. I'll have to count the candle. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Within 6 to 7 candle, I would love to see if it would love to go higher, it should close above that high. If it can close above that high, I will try to catch the buy move. Until now there is no order block, so I'm not able to push my button from that candle. That is not the order block. Keep that in your mind. This is not the order block. Though it has closed above this candle, so above that high, look, it has closed above that high, then it is falling. So I'm not interested to see that this is the breakout. This is called the fake breakout in my opinion. I would love to see if it can keep falling with speed and make an inversion parabolic gap over there or any kind of bearish parabolic gap. If it doesn't do that and it is closed as a down close candle, then come back again closed above this candle, that is going to be my order block, which has actually traded this volume balance here. This is the volume balance, okay, and this is the 50% of that week. I would love to see that it will use as a support. If it keep going higher, then this should be used as a support. Remember, I don't have any information before 7, so some of you can see this parallel gap, maybe this relatively equal lows. I don't care about anything except the London low. So this is the line that is my intention to see if market is overzealous when it will keep falling. If it is overzealous, it can take this London low. No other information before 7. So before 7, no other information except this. After 7, this is the buy side liquidity. I didn't mark the London high because it's already taken. Anybody has any question, guys? I mean, is it complicated to understand? First, it has to close above this candle. See this candle? It has to close above that candle. Then it will be valid as an order block. Please don't push the button. As I told you, this is all about study. I'm just studying this concept, 2024 mentorship concept, okay? For building my confidence about trading this model. Look, it didn't close above this one, but as per ICT, if it can close above this open, it is valid as a order block. So I am pushing my button depending on ICT's that information that when it has closed above the opening, that is valid as a order block. Why it is not taking the order? I don't know. It is actually moving. Is my stream okay, guys? Okay, it shows that my entry is over there, but actually my entry should be there, okay? Because it closed above the opening here. This candle, it has closed above the opening, so it should be there. I'm going to close this one, and actually not closing. I would love to put a line over there actually here. My stop loss is going to be there, and my target is going to be uh, until that area. So that is going to be my target profit, and my stop loss is going to be here. Okay, there. I would love to take a partial over here. So if you just mark the 50%, so from here to here, this is the 50%. Above this 50%, see this high, you have to take a partial over there. So I would love to take a partial over here around that area. Yeah, this is the partial above that high. This is the partial area, and this is the partial, first partial. Okay, I took my entry depending on that order block. My target is this new day opening gap low. Remember, my entry should be there. Just because of my, I mean, because of my internet, maybe it is not actually filled over there, and my stop loss is now in break even. This is the break even, not here. Okay, keep that in your mind. This is the break even. If I get stopped out over here, that means I'm going to stop out to the break even. Going for this 16 handle, my stop loss is actually 6 handle, something like that. We have liquidity both sides, weekly and daily. Okay, I hope that you are late, Rahul. Okay, I hope that you are late. Please watch the first part where I explained how I will look for the sell and when I will look for the buy. So that was the important part. I guess you missed it. It has traded. I mean, brother, forget about everything. I gave you the rules. The rules are not here. I'm just explaining the price action according to ICT. This down close candle has traded this volume balance. See this volume balance? This down close candle has traded this volume balance. It is validated as a order block. So don't focus something I talked. It's not something I talked. It's all about ICT concept. ICT's 2024 mentorship. Now I'm going to remove this one. Keep that in your mind. My entry is over there. If I get stopped out over here, that means I'm going to be stopped out to the break even. I don't want to see this parabolic cap will be filled 100%. It will keep open. I mean, it will be opened little bit. One tick should be open over there. That is my expectation. If it doesn't do that, then I will see the week, this week 50%. Okay, so let me actually put that over there. This week 50%. I don't want to say market will go through this week 50%. That means, yeah, it can fully close this parallel gap. It can do that, but it should not close below this constant encroachment of that specific week here. This one, this week. That is my expectation. That means my stop loss at the break even are safe now. Where is my target? New day opening gap low, and finally this buy side liquidity. As I have already taken the partial over here above that swing high. Why? Because that is above the 50% of my entry. So if my entry is here to the order block, if you mark that area, see this partial area is just above the 50% of uh, that range. Okay, so I am good to take a partial over here. This is the thing I really learned it from ICT's 2024 mentorship, where you should take the partial. For me, it was 15-minute BC. Okay, guys, I am just telling you that everything outside of this chart from 7 a.m. to until now, I don't see anything else. I don't need any information. Now I am using 1 minute chart only, because from 15-minute chart, if I use the information from here to here, from 15-minute chart, you will get nothing. That is my belief. You will just get nothing. Go to your 15-minute chart and you will see there is nothing at all. As you can see, market didn't close below this 50% of that specific week. No, brother, you are wrong. This is the body. Brother, it didn't close below the 50%. There is a gap. This is the volume imbalance. So it opened there, not closed. It's an informative information, useful information. Actually, the closing and the opening is different. Here, this is the opening. Nobody closed until now below this consonant crossment. That is a good sign. It left that portion open. So if I actually mark this parabolic up here to here, this is the area which is still open. So what I want to see, I want to see it will be open like this way until market trade that area, that uh, low, at least that low. Then if it is overzealous, then it can go for this buy side liquidity. We will see that. What I was expecting over there, I was expecting if this thing can work as an inversion parabolic gap or not. So I didn't push my button over here. I have waited for this order block. See this order block? I have waited for that order block. When market has confirmed the order block, I pushed my button over there. My stop loss was just below the order block. I took the partial over here. I'm expecting market is going to take this buy side liquidity. Below this buy side liquidity, this is the inefficient area where market can reach until that area. I mean, sorry, it can reach until that area. At the same time, this swing high, any kind of buy side liquidity swing high. Maybe, for example, your entry is over there. Let me show you. Maybe your entry is over here, okay? So, and your target is over there. Look, it has made a swing high above the 50%. See this swing high? When it went lower, come back again above that high, you have to take the partial because it is actually above the 50% of your target. So you have to take the partial over there. My stop loss is at the break even. Now, as you can see that it is my entry and my stop loss is over here. The reason is when I pushed my button, because of the internet, it executed over there. So actually my entry is over here to that specific order block. When this candle tap to this order block, I pushed my button. Okay, so this candle, but it filled over there because of the internet. Now let's see if it can touch the low of this new opening gap. That is the inefficient area. Okay, so there you go, done. So far I have seen that okay, there is an opportunity to trade these things. We have got an idea that it is possible to trade by up from 7 to 9, I mean 10. In that specific area it is possible to trade. Anybody has any question? I have question, what if London high or London low has been taken before 8 a.m. What setup are you looking for? Example, if the buy liquidity has been taken before 8 a.m. and consider is near London high or low. No, brother, it's not like that way. London high or London low, I don't care. You don't need to focus over there for London high or London low. If you see that market has taken the London high, that's why I didn't mark the London high. And then you have seen that market is actually falling, right? This is the London low. It is falling. It doesn't need to take the London high to take the for completing the London low. But when it is falling, I will first target any kind of inefficiency. If there is an inefficiency, that is going to be my target. If there is no inefficiency, maybe there is some kind of relative equal lows after 7, not before 7, after 7. I will target them. How far maximum market can go until London low. Okay, so you don't need to think about London low or London high. They are useless. They are actually your extreme liquidity. That means after trading that new day opening gap, maybe there is your London high over there. If market keep going higher, how far maximum it can go until that London high? That doesn't mean I'm seeing that market has taken the London low, now it is going for that London high. No, it's not like that until now. So for ICT, okay. So guys, please push the like button. If oh man, seriously, 127 people are watching and I get just 33 likes. Please, please give me the likes. Give me the likes. Make it 100 likes, okay? So far, we have found these things, and what I have learned over here, this is the weak 50%. That 50% has been broken. Then market failed to reach until this consonant crossment. If it reach over there, it's okay. That means it is working as a support. it should not go through this constant crossment. If it would love to fall, either it has to trade this constant crossment of that week, or it will fail to trade that one. The way it failed here when it was going higher, it failed to trade that one. Then I was needed a speed here. Speed. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Look, around that area, market started to go higher, closed above that high here, then went lower, fake breakout. Then market started to go higher again, closed again above that high. That is the confirmation of the breakout. I would love to see market is going to use this order block for going higher. When it started to go high, it has made a fair value gap. What should I expect? Market will leave some portion open. See, this portion is open. If it trade that portion 100%, that means 100% this gap is closed, then you will see if there is any kind of wick that is so safe, and you will see that market will fail to reach until that constant crossment. So here, first time you will expect that maybe market will use this constant crossment as a inversion constant crossment. There you go. Take the screenshot, look at the speed over there. See this speed, that is the most important thing, the speed. Look, you have to see, you have to count, you have to watch the market perfectly, how it is reaching over there. My target was over there. If I had the opportunity to take partial, maybe I would take a partial over there, then I would hold my trade until this buy side liquidity, because that is the logic for that buy. Why market is reaching for that? This is the relatively equal highs after 7. I don't know what happened before 7. All I care about after 7 is there any liquidity or not, until 10. Okay, so market has taken the buy side liquidity, it doesn't have any sell side liquidity. What should I expect right now? I should expect, think that how far it can reach. Is it interested to reach until this nude opening gap? See, this is the old nude opening gap. Can it reach for this nude opening gap and this small portion that is still open? Market didn't trade that small portion over there. So this is now my intention. Can market is going over there or not? This portion is still open. Just look before, this is the highest high. This is the highest high inside this volume imbalance or the new day opening gap. This is the new day opening gap. This is the highest high. This portion is still open. Market never trade this area. Never ever trade this area. So this is the liquidity place. This is the real gap. Okay. No trade over there. So is market reaching for that gap? Now, if it would love to go over there, first I would love to see it will use this new opening gap as a support. It will use this new opening gap as a support. If it can use that new opening gap as a support, I will try to frame another buy setup. If it keep falling, then I will start to wait until 9 a.m. to see that around 9 a.m. does it want to, did it want to fall for this new opening gap, this one, and the London low? Is it really would love to go for that, or does it really would love to go to trade that real gap? So this is my first area where I'm expecting that market is going to use this new opening gap as a support, because it went through this gap. So look over here, it didn't went through this gap, but this time it went through this gap. Can it use this gap as a support, or is it coming back again below this new opening gap? Everything is from 1 minute chart. I know guys, I talk too much, I'm sorry for that. Okay. Okay, thank you. So far we have 3 days and no losing trade until now. Yesterday we were at the break even. Today we got a winning trade, and the first day when we have studied these things, we didn't have any opportunity to take buy or sell. Yeah, we had an opportunity after 7, after 9:30, but actually we were not there. So until now this 3-day study has given us one winning trade, one break even, no losing trade until now, with lot of information. So it actually went through this new opening gap. Let's see how it is going to trade that new opening gap. This area is really would love to fall. So far I'm seeing that market has taken this buy side liquidity. Okay, so this buy side liquidity has taken, which has created after 7 a.m. So is it willing to fall now? I'm going to remove all of these lines around that area. going to keep this small imbalance over there to see that is it coming back to trade that imbalance now. This imbalance, is it coming back to trade this imbalance now, or does it really would love to go higher and use this new opening gap as a support? So that is my intention to see right now. At the same time, this is the highest up close body close candle which should work as a order block. Now I told you please don't mark that order block beforehand, mark it as a hindsight. That means if you see market has traded that order block, then it fall a lot, then you will mark this order block. This is my expectation, I mean my advice, because I don't know how to use the turtle soup. I'm really very bad in turtle soup. So yeah, that's why I told you. Okay, good morning trade para vitatura. Good morning. Let's see if it can make this order block can hold the price, and if there is any opportunity to take another sell by using this new opening gap. For what? This new opening gap and the London low. We will see that now. So far we have seen that market has traded this order block. At the same time, what else do you see? It has traded the new opening gap high. So it has traded that. What should we need? Another fair value gap. Why do we need that? Because that fair value gap will give us the precision that market is actually falling. At the same time, I have to see that this small portion should be closed. Is market reaching for that small portion to fill? Then it will go higher again for this area, or market really would love to fall, keep falling by closing this whole area. What is it going to do? Guys, I need some likes. Please push the like button. Please push the like button. Okay, that is my request. Please push the like button. So please mark the order block. Okay, this candle open, mark it, extend it to your right. I'm watching this one as a order block. I'm not going to predict this is the order block. I'm going to think that maybe this is going to use as a order block, this candle. Okay, in time I will build my confidence about that order block. So over here I will see if this is the market structure shift or 22 YT model is going to create over there or not. So this is a swing low which has been shifted over there. There should be a fair value gap. Can market trade that fair value gap? Can it trade that fair value gap? That is my expectation right now, to see if it can trade. Am I going to push my button? No, I'm not observing. I'm sorry, I'm not pushing my button here. I'm observing. Why? Because is market reaching for this gap, this small gap that is still open? Is it reaching for that gap? Then come back again and go for this area, or it is actually went through this gap and falling for this new opening gap. So I need the confirmation. So here this is the market structure shift. Let's see if market can make a fair value gap over here or not. This is the order block as well. Mark that order block here, this one here. Where is your mean threshold of that order block? Here to here. This is the mean threshold of the order block. There to there. Let's see. Let me mark it. Mean threshold, order block. Every information I'm using here from ICT's 2024 mentorship. Keep that in your mind. So are they going to hold the price, send it back higher? If it can do that, then it should go through this new opening gap, use that new opening gap as a support. Then we will start to frame our another setup. What else do you see over there? Here, 22 YT model. There to there. This is the gap. Look, this is the gap. Our market has traded exactly to the 50% of that gap. Exactly to the 50%. Then it is falling. This candle has traded that fair value gap. So if you see a body close below that candle, now until now there is no body close. If you see a body close below that candle, that is an opportunity to take another entry from that order block. Until where? Until this gap, this small gap. And I thought that that there is a load shedding. So this is another opportunity to take sell. So I will push my button over there, and my stop loss is going to be above the order block. So above this order block, where is going to be my target? Until this volume balance, this gap. Okay, which gap is actually unfilled here? This one. And I would love to see this body is going to hold the price, the 50% of that body here. This is the 50%. I would love to see it will hold the price. Market is not going to close above this gap, this fair value gap. If it go above this gap, that means I'm wrong. Okay, so I got wrong over here. I will write it down. Next time I'm not going to push my button over there. Instead, I would love to see that I need more confirmation over here that really market is falling for some kind of volume balance or something. Or if I see it is respecting any order block, I'm not going to push around that area by conflicting both sell setup and the buy setup. Instead, I have to wait over here to see that is this order block is going to be broken, or this volume balance, if it can reach until that area. Obviously it is reaching for that area, or if it keep falling, then I have to be over sure that my stop loss should be some specific area that is safe. So I'm not sure where is my stop loss is safe, where is it, that place where my stop loss is safe. I have to find out everything over here. But the stop loss where I put it just above this order block, to see that if it can hold the price, send it until that area. All I can see until now that market is respecting this order block and the mean threshold. This is the bearish fair value gap. How far it can reach? Until the new opening gap low, then it will fall. I would love to see this type of information. What is the last line that can market reach for? Then I will be able to put my stop loss above that line. This is how I'm building my confidence. If it can go through this one, then I will write it down. When market is actually respecting the PDRA, opposite PDRA, I should not push my button over there. I should not push my button over there. I should wait for more information. Oh, by the way, actually it was not valid as a order block. This candle didn't close below this. Oh. If it can go through this new opening gap, that is another opportunity to look for buy from this inversion fair value gap here. This is the information I got from ICT's, that information. So I don't need to backtest this one. Instead, I should implement that information over there. If it can go through this one, this new opening gap and this inversion fair value gap will used as a support for that low, and finally for that area that is a gap, real gap. And if this fair value gap can hold the price, send market lower, that is the information I will keep it right. I will write it down that in that area when market is supporting some kind of opposite PDRA, my stop loss is not safe anywhere, because all I can see market went too far. So I have to wait for more clarification. Should not push my button around that area. Here, do I have any wick that can I look for? No, I don't see any wick that I can look for. So I'm not using any kind of wick over there. Candles wick. Are you from India? Good morning, easy trades. Shanta Feast. Thank you. Why is that? Thanks. Patel. Why is that? Thanks, brother. This is how I'm studying 2024 mentorship. This is how I studied 2022 mentorship. This is how I study some video. Watching the price, keep taking the notes, then I keep that in my mind. Sometimes when I get confused, I push the button, I write it down. If it worked perfectly, I write it down where I did the good thing. What was the PDRA that was expecting market is going to hold. Okay, so over here, for example, see this gap, it is using as an inversion parabolic gap. See this gap, I want to see this will be unfilled. This gap should be unfilled. If it can be unfilled, so it should be as a breakaway gap. If it is unfilled, that is kind of confirmation that market is going higher again for some kind of buy side liquidity or anything else. So I'll keep seeing this type of things. I'm not pushing my button over there, because for pushing the button I have to use this gap as inversion parabolic gap, not this one. I have to use this gap as inversion parabolic gap, and when it will go through this, if it can go through that, then I will, if there is a bullish parabolic gap, I would love to see that bullish parabolic gap 50% will hold the price, send it back for the buy side liquidity. Remember yesterday there was a bearish parabolic gap inside a inversion parabolic gap, and how it has reacted from that constant crossment of that bearish parabolic gap, and market failed to reach until the inversion parabolic gap constant crossment. So I will look for that things. Guys, 159 people are watching and I didn't even get 100 likes, so give me some likes, okay? Hey Jerry's, how are you, brother? Hey Ditu, hope all is well, boss. Everything is cool, man. Thanks for doing 2024 mentorship. You are most welcome. Sorry guys, I'm little late. No worries, Jagan. 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 Okay, Jagan is cool. No need to be sorry. I want to see this will work as a breakaway gap. That means market is not going to close this gap 100% if it wants to go higher. If I see that no, market is not willing to go higher, then it should close this gap perfectly. When I will get the confirmation that this order block, see this order block, okay, it has closed this breakaway gap, I'm not looking for buy anymore. I will keep looking for any kind of selling opportunity over there. So I need to see, did market reach over there to make the liquidity for 9 a.m. See this 9 a.m. Did it make the liquidity for 9 a.m.? Then it will take some kind of liquidity and then expand the opposite way after 9 a.m. Is it going to happen like that way or not? So I'm going to remove this gap, that gap. I'll keep it open like this way, and I will see what is its intention before 9 a.m. Did it left that buy side liquidity, this high, that high? They're relatively equal highs. This low, that low. They are relatively equal lows. Did it making the is it making the liquidity for 9 a.m. or not? Or is it reaching for, I mean, that gap, then it will go for that buy side liquidity. That is my intention right now. So when market is very near to that 9 a.m. Oh, by the way, I will also write it down that when there is an expansion, after that expansion, I should not push my button. I should wait. So here is the mean threshold actually of that specific order block, and I would love to see if the mean threshold can hold the price or not. Hey Ravi, how are you, brother? Hey Jerry, thank you, man. Good evening, JD. Monica, yes. We have bearish SMT between NQ and ES. Okay, Monica, I guess you are new. Just let me clear these things. I'm not doing my study. Huh? Oh, I'm not doing my study over here. I'm just doing the ICT's 2024 mentorship. I'm studying that mentorship in live. That's all. I don't know anything about this chart. I don't know how to trade. I know nothing. I'm just studying 2024 mentorship so that later I can use this information for my real trade. So I'm building my confidence by studying 2024 mentorship. My chart, I will go over there after 9:30. So that will be my chart. There will be my analysis, my knowledge, everything. But here I'm just using ICT's 2024 mentorship knowledge to build my confidence. I hope that it's clear to all of you who are actually late little. So over here, no E-mini S&P, no 15 minutes, sorry, not Obviously you can use the 15-minute chart, 5-minute chart, and 1-minute chart, as the time frame is very small from 7 to 10. I don't think so the 15-minute chart or the 50-minute chart is going to help you at all. So yeah, that's why I'm just trying to keep it 1-minute chart and to study the 1-minute chart only. So let's see, is it actually holding this price and can send it back higher again? See this relatively equal highs around that area, this high and that high, they are relatively equal highs. How it is going to trade around 9? Until yesterday we have seen that market left the liquidity after 7 a.m., left that liquidity for 9:30 opening bell. Today market has taken that liquidity before 9:30 opening bell. We caught that run. See, until that area we have caught that run until that area. We are allowed to trade 8 to 10 times. Then we should count how many losing trade I take, how many winning trade I take, and at the end of the day, am I green or am I red? That is the thing. You will keep looking for buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell. You have to do this type of things. Obviously, you have to build the confidence before even doing this type of things. Okay, so make sure that you are not trying this by your real money. This is all for learning. Hey Caesar, good morning. 50 subscriber to 7,006 sorry 7,600. Yeah guys, please push the subscription button as well. Remember this small gap, this gap, I'm watching this gap. Is it going to, is it falling just to close this gap, or is it actually falling for this nude opening gap and that London low? So here I will see this gap, which is important for me. For reaching over here, market has to break this order block level, the min threshold. Look, until now nobody has closed below the min threshold until now of that specific order block. So I'm watching the price right now, what it is trying to do. This low and that low, they are relatively equal lows. See, this low and that low. Now I'm just going to remove this gap, but keep that gap in your chart, please. It's a request. Please keep that gap in your chart. I'm just going to mark the sell side liquidity that has created over here. Okay, where time, first time, then price. When? Just before 9. Look, just before 9. Relatively equal lows, relatively equal highs. Here, this is the buy side liquidity. Let me actually just this one. Okay, I'm just using this one, but remember above this one there is another high. Actually, that is the relatively equal highs. Okay, so this is the buy side liquidity. So just before 9, I have the sell side liquidity, I have the buy side liquidity. Look over here. What it is going to do that 9 a.m. Your 2024 ICT mentorship videos are super and very understandable. Waiting for your D11 lecture 2 and D12. Yeah, thank you Ganesh. I was really so busy today, and not only today, last 2 to 3 days. Tomorrow also I will be busy. I hope that the day after tomorrow I will keep uploading those again. Okay, I mean in time. When ICT will finish, then I will try to make them in time. Because of my busy schedule, I was unable to make that recap. I'm extremely sorry for that. I'll recover almost everything. I'll try to do that. Guys, please push the like button. Please push the like button. So before 9 a.m., just before 9 a.m., what I'm seeing, buy side liquidity, sell side liquidity. See, both of them. I'm looking for them. What it is going to do? Is it going to take that sell side liquidity before going for that buy side liquidity? The way it has done over here around 8. Look, this all the 8 candle. This candle, okay, that all the 8 candle. What it has done? Made relatively equal lows, take that relatively equal lows, went higher to take these relatively equal highs. What it is going to do around 9 a.m. Is it going to take this sell side liquidity, then for that buy side liquidity, or is it going for that buy side liquidity, then it will come back again for the sell side liquidity, or it will take that buy side liquidity, then keep going higher? So first I have to observe the price over there, what it is going to do. What I have learned, I should not push the button over there around that area. That is my learning opportunity over there. Sorry, not learning opportunity, learning lesson over there. If it can break the min threshold, I'm going to remove the min threshold and order block. Okay, if this candle just close below this min threshold, so it has taken this liquidity just before 9. What is the time? 8:54. So it is inside the macro 8:50 to 9:10 macro. Market has taken the liquidity inside the macro. This low and that low, they are relatively equal lows. Market has taken that relatively equal lows. Now, can it go for this buy side liquidity? I'm going to remove this thing and this thing. Or is it going to keep falling? At the same time, remember the gap over there? That was the gap here. Remember the gap? See the gap. Going to remove this sell liquidity. Keep that in your mind. That market was, there was the liquidity. Market has taken that liquidity. Filled that gap tick by tick until now. Good sign. Let's see. That means it came here to fill that unfilled gap. So where is the real gap? This is your real gap. That was your real gap. Then here that portion was open of that specific gap here. Okay, filled that gap perfectly around that area. Now is it going higher? Does it really would love to go higher to take this buy side liquidity and for this volume balance, or does it really keep falling? Does it want to keep falling? We would love to see that right now. This gap is holding the price. Okay, this small gap is still holding the price. Okay, but I'm waiting. Is due 11 have to loss 12 episode 11. We will see episode 11. Episode 11 is disaster for me. I didn't get a lot of things over there, lot of things. Okay, I mean ICT has shown some rejection block that is not like his previous teaching. It's absolutely different. Then he has marked some word breaker block that is absolutely different. I mean, it was disaster for me. This is the breaker block as well. This is the that breaker block where market is reaching for. Should it keep going higher or not? Exactly from where market is reversing, from that gap. Okay, it's not the inversion parallel gap, don't get confused. That was the gap. Hold the price, send it back lower. This gap was holding the price until that candle. It has been broken by that specific candle, so it has broken. This gap is broken. Now how far it can reach? Here is a volume imbalance. I would love to see, is it really would love to trade that volume balance or not? After trading that volume balance, does it want to go higher again or not? At the same time, I really would love to see how this week 50% is going to be closed. Is body closing below this concurrent cost point of that week, which was the previous PDRA? That was my previous PDRA, not right now. I'm going to remove this 9 a.m. candle. Remember, there is 9 a.m. Just keep that in your mind. So market left that buy side liquidity over there. That is the buy side liquidity market left. It came here to this volume balance. Mark that volume balance. Let me mark it. And this is the volume balance which has been traded over there. Can market go through that volume balance? Absolutely, it can do that. It can go through this lot of time. Volume balance is something where you should not expect body is going to close inside the volume balance or volume balance is going to hold the price. No, so not like that. Volume imbalance can be violated, but ultimately they are going to stop the price. So let's see this volume balance. Then there is another volume balance, but it is falling. Why you are not framing the trade? I will start to frame the trade after 9. So after 9, I would love to see where it started to go. Is it interested to go for that buy side liquidity or it is keep falling? That is my expectation. So this is the 9 candle. Let's see if this volume balance can hold the price. What else do you know over there? Order block. Are they going to hold the price, send it back for this buy side liquidity, or is it actually keep falling? What it is going to do? If it would love to go higher, it should be the fair value gap that should be respected. If it would love to keep falling, that should act as the inversion fair value gap. This gap should act as the inversion fair value gap. This is the 9 a.m. candle. Okay. My stop loss is just below this order block. My target is over here to this buy side liquidity over there. There should be my first partial. Now guys, I have to pray actually. So I have to go to pray. So I will be back within 5 minutes. Okay. So that is the trade I am framing from this inversion and from this order block. So let me mark that order block here. This is my order block. Not only the order block, but also this inversion fair value gap. Now let me actually show you this thing. There, this one. So guys, I'll be back within 5 minutes. So I will write it down and then I'll come back. Just 10 minutes, okay? I will just write it down. 10 minutes. 10 minutes, okay? I have to pray. I hope that you will you will forgive me for my problem. I have to pray. So I'll just keep that like that way. I'll be back. Okay. So when if it can take that liquidity, my stop loss should be at the break even. Keep that in your mind. So guys, I'll be back within 10 minutes. At the same time, please don't forget to give me the thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you are new. Oh, it didn't make the fair value gap. I thought it's going to make the fair value gap. Whatever. I'll be back within 10 minutes. Sorry guys, I'm back. Actually, look at this candle. Okay, when market went higher above this candle, closed above the opening of that candle. So over there, I'm watching three things. First, this fair value gap. Second, the weak 50%. That weak 50%. So let me mark that over there. This weak 50%. It failed to trade that 50%. How far it can reach? See this order block. Mark the 50% of that order block. So over here, this is the 50%. It should close above the 50% of that week. Okay, how far it can fall, exactly how far it can reach, you have to mark this week 50% over there. See this 50%, it should reach until that area. When it failed over there, I'll close my trade. Okay, so my stop loss will be, actually I let me close it. My stop loss will be here around that area. That will be my stop loss just below this constant encroachment. The mean threshold should be hold the price can reach maximum until this week 50% here, that week 50%. So until this candle I was cool, but then when market went little lower, I should be stopped out over there. I'm sorry because I wasn't here, so I didn't, I mean, move my stop loss beforehand. That's why I was still in this chart, and as you can see that market is actually going higher. But what should I do? I was going to tell you that that should work as a order block. See this candle open, it tapped to this order block, it should keep going higher. How far it can reach? The mean threshold from there to there. That is the mean threshold. The mean threshold should hold the price. If market would love to fall, that means body is not going to close below that mean threshold. But if it would love to fall first, then maybe when it will go higher. How far it can fall? Until the 50% of that week. See this week? Until the 50%, not below this 50%. Body should not close below this 50%. So though my entries over there, when I have taken the partial over here and this order block is confirmed, my stop loss should be, okay, my my stop loss should be just below that week 50% here. It should be there. My stop loss is not in break even, it is here around that area. That is the uh, price action should do. I have learned until now from ICT's 2024 mentorship. So I should be stopped out over there. Around that area, I should be stopped out. Okay. So over here, please note it down. Okay, write it down because I am going to take all of these notes and I'm just doing these things for me. So it is going higher. Hit this buy side liquidity. I don't care. I really don't care. I should be stopped out over there. This week 50% market failed to trade that 50%. That is the sign that market is bearish. That means market is going to fall again. You should not think like, oh, maybe I should hold this trade, it is going to work toward my side. No, please don't do that. This is the part I was trying to explain by doing this study. Okay, so I wasn't here, that's why I hope that you got the point. If you still didn't get it, I hope that you'll get it later. So that was the second opportunity. Oh, sorry, I have to keep that order block, otherwise I'll forgot why I push that button. So right now I'm going to remove this line and I would love to see if it can go and take that buy side liquid, or it is going to hold, it is going to left that buy side liquid open for 9:30. So guys, I'm actually done with this 2024 mentorship. Just let me know if you have learned anything from this buy, this sell and that buy. If you really get anything from there, perfectly cool. Losing trade is going to give me the precision where I should put my stop loss. So far I am seeing that though there was the 22 metro YT model, as per ICT, market can reach until the inversion fair value gap or the breaker block. Now I don't have the breaker block over here, no breaker block. So that fair value gap, no inversion fair value gap. I have the inversion fair value gap. Actually, let me mark the inversion fair value gap, so it will be easier for you to understand. See, this is the inversion fair value gap. Okay, here this is the inversion fair value gap. Market can reach until the inversion fair value gap. I should put my stop loss above the inversion fair value gap. If I would love to push my button, from 22 YT model. See, this is the fair value gap from that candle high, that candle close, not low, close. That was the fair value gap. If I step to this fair value gap, I will take my sell. My stop loss should be above the inversion fair value gap. That is the inversion fair value gap. This is the order block. See, this is the order block which you are going to predict after effect, after it's done, if you remember or not. Okay, so this is how I'm studying and I'm building my confidence when I actually do my live and I tell you, okay, bro, I don't know you are looking for buy or something like that, but I am waiting for the sell. This is how I build my confidence, by writing a lot of notes. You do it by here, okay? Write it down to the empty space, take the screenshot, remove that letter. I mean, remove the writing. Then again, you got something, write it down to the empty space, take the screenshot, keep them as a journal. Okay, so look over here what it is doing. See this consolidation, so far it's feeling like it is going to fall. So do you understand the part over there? The 50% of that week that should not be traded. If it keep going higher, that 50% should not be traded. So I'll be stopped out over there. I don't care, and I'm not going to hope that maybe market is going to hit my buy side liquidity. I don't care about that. So far I got that this order block mean threshold should be traded. How far it can go maximum, the constant encroachment, maybe just one tick below the constant encroachment, that is acceptable, but not below that. It came here, I'm not going to be in this market. Even if it take that buy side liquidity, I don't care. Guys, thank you for this session. I hope that you got something from here. If you get it, I'll be happy. If you don't get it, I'm sorry. Okay, dollar index is actually going through all of these things. Last fair value gap, the order block, weekly order block, it is going through all of these things. This week 50% is my next target. Can it reach until the 50% of that specific week or not? Actually not exactly this week. Let me actually mark this week. There to there. So for it hold the price, can it reach until that line or not? It is my next target is until this constant crossman. That means it is bearish. I'm bullish for Nasdaq. And I'm going to close this position. Before going here, I would love to do some advertisement just for a little. Okay, so over here we have the Apex where we have 150, 250 and 300k. Just lifetime activation discount is $85, which is valid until September 15. So you just need one day, pass it. Any kind of any size of evaluation is gonna be 71% off, 50% off all resets. Okay, this is valid until 27th of August. The code is same, T2 Wizard. So if any of you are interested about taking this, don't forget to put the code T2 Wizard. Over here we have the my funded futures. 50k account is just for $76. If you use the code T2 Wizard, you will see this on the right top corner on the screen, right top corner, uh, for the my funded futures and all of the other things. Okay, you don't need to pay any other activation fees. If you can pass it, you will start to earn the real money. And if you really love to trade through trading view, then you have to take the TradeOvate account. You have to choose the platform, TradeOvate platform. Okay, and here we have the expert plan, the same thing. Okay, you can just take a screenshot, and if you would love to use that T2 Wizard code, I'll be happy to see that. Okay, I'll be really grateful to you. On the left top corner, that is Bluenox, we have 90% off. It is valid maybe until 24th of August or 27th, I don't remember, but it has sometimes. On the left top corner, Bluenox, and at the middle, TakeProfitTrader. I love the part for them is very immediate withdrawal. That means you don't need to wait for 5 days consistency or something like that. You can simply withdraw the money. If there is anyone who is a forex trader, if you go to the description, there is some link. All of them are perform. So if you want to use any of them, I'll be happy. Okay, so this is a little advertisement. Don't get angry on me, please. Now this is the 15-minute chart for evening Nasdaq. This is that new day opening gap. This portion is still open. See this candle high, that candle high, and this line. That portion is still open. I have this relatively equal highs around that area. See this relatively equal highs? I have that. Here I have this relatively equal lows around that area from 15-minute chart. Again, I have these relatively equal lows around that area. That is also the sell side liquidity. If you look over here, this high and there, another buy side liquidity. Now you have this sell side liquidity, you have those buy side liquidity. Where market is reaching for? If you ask me where market is reaching for, I will say this is the lowest probable area to trade. The lowest probable area to trade. We have FOMC today around 2 p.m. 2 p.m. That means around the PM session. I will be here with the members only. So if you are my member, don't forget to tune into my channel because I'll be in the members only live today around the PM session. So around 1:30 p.m. I will post the link to my Twitter, and if you just come and check around 1:30 p.m. New York local time, you will see that I'll be live. So if you are my member, please don't forget to join over there. If you miss it, no worries, it will be there. So later you will be able to watch it. It can spend more time around that area with a consolidation just for preparing that 2 p.m. FOMC. Now this FOMC is not like the usual one. In the usual one, we have the conference around 2:30, but this FOMC doesn't have the conference around 2:30. So it's something like one shot, one goal, one kill, something like that. Okay, so uh, obviously it can, make this type of sloppy move whole the day until 2 p.m. Then we can get the real move after 2 p.m. Right now I have this sell side liquidity inside this new week opening gap. I have this buy side liquidity inside the new day opening gap. Below this new day opening gap, buy side liquidity. Below, above this new week opening gap, sell side liquidity. This is the lowest probable area to trade. It's not one-sided. So as per ICT, if you are a ICT trader, then you obviously know one thing ICT keep telling, and that is when market is kind of obvious it is going for that, then and only then you will try to take the entry. But if it is something like 50-50, it can go for this sell side liquidity, it can go for that buy side liquidity. You should avoid that area to trade. So keep that in your mind. This is the low probable area. Yesterday was the worst day in my life, to be honest. It's been a long, I don't close my chart with loss. It's been a long, okay, to be honest. I mean, I don't know what do you think, but I don't close my chart with loss. But yesterday was disaster. I was wrong in every step. Every setup I tried, not in live only. Outside of the live, I was watching this price whole time. So I didn't watch ICT's live. I didn't do anything. I was just trying to catch one setup. I was trying to frame near about 10 to 12 entries. I was wrong all of them. So it is kind of the disaster for me. So in this type of situation, I really would love to, I know you guys will complain that this guy started to talk a lot like ICT, but it is very important. This single one line, that is the most important line for every single of you. The real secret of consistent profitability. That means if you want to be consistently profitable, you have to know one secret, and that is you have to know when you should stop. Yesterday when I tried one or two times, if I keep trying, that means I am gambling and I will never be a consistent profitable trader. This type of days come sometimes. It comes sometimes where I am always wrong. I'm not telling you guys, maybe some of you have seen a lot of perfect setup. I'm just talking about myself. I didn't even frame a single setup that worked perfectly. I was even unable to take a partial. Okay, so that was disaster for me. So in that type of situation, what you will do, you will actually go to your paper trade, and then you will keep trying, keep trying, keep trying, and then you will be frustrated. Nothing is wrong, but don't put your real money in that situation. Make sure that you are using the paper money. So if you want to be a consistent profitable trader, you have to know one single sentence, and that is where you should stop. Stop there, close your chart, or switch to paper trade. Don't keep trying, keep trying, keep trying. You take one or two loss which is acceptable for you, take that on, stop over there. Tomorrow is the better day. I will make more money tomorrow, not today. Today is not for me. Even if it works, I don't care. Even if it is the best setup, I don't care. I stop over there. So this is the most important line for your life if you wanna take this trading as a profession. But if you are here just to time pass, obviously you can ignore or you can avoid all of the things I told until now. So guys, remember, when when you know where you should stop, you are going to be the consistent profitable trader. So over here, look at this fair value gap. That is the last fair value gap to that specific leg. See this leg? This is the last fair value gap to that leg, which is holding the price here. This one is holding the price around that area. Now, at the end of here, one time, two time. Now, body didn't close above the fair value gap, but still it worked with the upper portion of this fair value gap. So until yesterday, body never closed above the constant encroachment of that bearish fair value gap. But today, one time, two time, body has closed above the constant encroachment. That is telling me there is a little possibility that market will go for that buy side liquidity, and then it will work or trade that specific portion of the area. I actually read the Leah's comment. Leah, I don't know you were there or not. If you are there, this is for you, okay, sister. You are talking about this set. I can you see my see the bottom? There is a line. If you go to your daily chart, you will see there is a writing. Okay, SET. Use settlement as close on daily interval. So there is a set. This set, I think she was telling me. Leah was telling me. Let me actually show it to you here. I hope that you can see it right now. If you can see it, that set. If you turn it one, you will see the candle. See this candle close, this candle open. Just let me mark it here. Okay. So from there to there. This is the volume imbalance. If I open the set now, if I close the set, look at the volume balance. See this volume balance? It's much bigger from here to here. This is the volume balance. Set open here. Now, I don't like to keep it open. I don't use the set. Now, I make it like this. Closed my set. Okay, so it closed. So I think that Leah, you were trying to tell me that to set it off or something, because I asked a question. My level and ICT's level was different. Yeah, I tried it by turning open it, and then close it by every way I tried, but it didn't work. Okay, so I hope that you got your answer. But I always keep it closed, not open. My set is always closed, not in like blue. I don't know she's here or not. Actually, she was telling me this to my YouTube comment post. YouTube comment. She told that. Thank you. I don't know who is that, but uh, I mean, someone has taken the my funded futures. If you are here, let me know who is you. Who is that who actually took that my funded futures account by using my code? Let me just know that. Okay, I really would love to know. By the way, guys, please don't forget to give me the thumbs up. And yeah, I can see near about 250 people are watching, and I have only 116 likes. Oh, by the way, it's 9:30 already. Let me actually check it. So this is the 9:30. Let me go to the regular hour. So here, this is the opening gap. I have to mark the opening gap. Open yesterday's close. Okay, this is the opening gap. This is the opening gap, and let me change the color actually to here. This is the opening gap. So on my right, this is the 15-minute chart. On my left, this is the 1-minute chart. So far you have seen that market has closed this opening gap perfectly. It has closed. I would love to see that how it is going to use this opening gap. Can it use it as a resistance, or is it going to use this as a support? What is your direction, brother? I really don't have any direction. I have the sell side liquidity here, here. I have the buy side liquidity here, here, and the gap, real gap over there. So I really don't have any bias. If you ask me personally, I would love to see market will go higher. That is my personal opinion, just my expectation. I'm not telling market is going to do that. That is just my expectation. Why? Because I'm seeing that dollar index is falling. So when dollar index is falling, this guy should keep going higher. So I would love to see market will keep going higher. That is my expectation. And as you can see that this is the gap from 15-minute chart, last fair value gap, entry fair value gap here on my 15-minute chart. Okay, market has traded both last fair value gap and the entry fair value gap. Can it go higher? That is my first expectation. Can it go higher? I have seen that market has taken this liquidity, left that liquid, sorry, not left, oh man, my English, this low, failed to take that low. If you just mark the 50% of that specific week, failed trade the 50% of that week. Keep that in your mind. It's a sign of bullishness. So I would love to see, can it keep going higher, or is it going to take this sell side liquidity, then it wanted to go higher, or does it really would love to keep going lower? Here nothing is clear to me. Where market is reaching for, I don't know. So I am not interested to push the button right now. Instead, I will wait. It has taken this low, and it has made another relatively equal lows over there. So here and there. Let's see how far it can reach. If it keep falling and take this sell side liquidity, maybe I will have no opportunity to take the sell, because I am seeing this buy sell liquidity around that area. See the very clean buy sell liquidity around that area. Here, very nice buy sell liquidity. Market didn't take any kind of buy sell liquidity. It is falling. Yeah, what I can do, I can frame the trade. I mean, after effect, I can keep marking the way ICT marking. Okay, ICT market after effect, he keep marking. Okay, it has rejected from that consonant consonant, that word block, hold the price, this opening is, look at this reaction from that consonant consonant, something like that. I can do that after effect, not before effect. So I'm not expecting something right now. I'm just watching the market. It is low probable because I have both sell side liquidity here and buy side liquidity there. So it is the low probable trade area for me. But my expectation is, if market can keep going higher, I will be able to take a buy, because market, I have seen that dollar index is falling. So that is the only thing I keep in my mind. Okay. Okay, Leah and trades. ICT on yesterday's team had closed on. I mean, he closed the set. If he closed the, I mean, he always keep it close. That's why I also keep that close. I mean, until his last 2024 mentorship. I don't know what he did before that. I mean, around this 2024 mentorship. But before 2024 mentorship, he keep closing them. That no set is open over there. It was me for my funded futures. Titu, I am afraid that I have become a gambler. Don't do that, Rakesh. Don't do that, brother. Okay, I had 21K in my funded futures expert funded account. Do it again. Always pay yourself. Always pay yourself. Whenever you will get an opportunity to paying yourself, pay yourself. I'm watching to see if market can use this opening gap as a support or not. That means market has taken all of this liquidity. See all of this liquidity, and then it has made another liquidity around that area. Oh man, it's really so difficult to trade right now. Here, another sell side liquidity. Okay, but I would love to see it. Can it use this gap, opening gap, as a support or not? So that is my first intention, to see can it use this gap, opening gap, as a support or not. So I would love to see it will close above this opening gap. It will support that opening gap, then it will keep going higher. Then I will try to take an entry. I will try. Okay, I'm just telling you, I will try. If I see that type of things, I will try to frame a buy setup. Then please don't gamble, okay, brother Rakesh. It seems like you have to know, the way I told you have to know when you should stop. And you had made 21k. Just think, brother, if you just don't trade all of them, and if you didn't view them, maybe you just withdraw 10k, just 10k. For example, you have just withdraw 10k out of 21k. How many account would you buy by that 10k? How many account by that 10k, man? Just think like that. Then you can gamble, right? You have the ability to buy maybe 20 account. Yeah, then gamble. There is nothing wrong. But first pay yourself. Always pay yourself. So far market is actually trading around that area. Let's see how it is going to trade around that area. Okay, and I'm seeing that this parallel cap has been traded. This 50-minute bullish parallel cap has been traded by that specific week. Look at this area. That is the balanced price range. So let me mark the balanced price range. I learned it from ICT's 2024 mentorship. It has traded that balanced price range. Okay, this balanced price range hold the price. Can it send the price higher? Can it use this opening gap as a support? That is my question right now. I'm not interested to push my button right now. I would love to wait. Yeah, Rakesh, please don't do that. Everything is the learning session. So please learn it, pay yourself, then spend it. Try to pay yourself whenever you will get a chance. Okay. I'm really happy that I discovered your channel. You have a very nice way to explain. Thank you, Mohammed. Thank you for that. But make sure that you keep coming. You keep coming, okay? So over here, I really would love to see, can it make this that gap, opening gap, as a support or not? That is my first priority. Then this buy side liquidity, this buy side liquidity, this imbalance. That is going to be my target, okay? Today is the expansion day, but I am not expecting that type of expansion. The reason is this week is different. We got the expansion in Monday. In Tuesday, we saw the perfect accumulation, and now today is the Wednesday. I am not sure what is going to happen today. Okay, so I'm not expecting the expansion, so I will keep using these two level, these two chart, 15-minute, 1 minute. Why? I got the expansion in Monday. Okay, so here market is keep going higher. So far market has taken this buy side liquidity. All of this buy side liquidity has taken, right? Every buy side liquidity has taken. I would love to see, can it use this fair value gap over here? This is a fair value gap. Can it keep it open, or did it close perfectly and tap to this fair value gap before expanding higher? That is my first expectation. So I will tell you when I will see an opportunity. Now here there is no perfect setup I'm going to expect. I'm not going to expect any kind of perfect setup over here. I'm sorry guys, because I have a lot of boxes over there. So don't be confused. This is the 15-minute last fair value gap. See this 15-minute last fair value gap from 15-minute chart here. So actually write it right. Let me write it down. Okay. So this is the 15-minute gap. This is the, what is that? Oh, okay. This is the opening gap. Okay. So let me write it down so that you don't get confused. Oh, why you have a lot of lines? See this fair value gap, if it can make a fair value gap over here. Okay, it didn't make it. I would love to see how this fair value gap is going to be traded. Does it going to keep some portion open over here, or is it going to close this perfectly, then trade that opening gap before expanding higher? That is my expectation. Okay, that is my observation. So I'm observing the price. Opening gap. This is the opening gap. Don't get confused. Okay, 15-minute last parallel gap, opening gap, and this is just a parallel gap. This is the balanced price range from 15-minute chart. Balanced price range. I'm not in hurry because this 15-minute parallel gap is not broken yet. See this 15-minute bearish parallel gap? It's not broken yet. So I'm not interested to push my button right now. Don't forget the rules, guys. This is the last parallel gap that should be broken. It's not broken from 15-minute chart. Don't rush. So I've seen that market didn't close this parallel gap perfectly. That is a good sign. This portion is not closed yet. Let's see. If it closed this one, is it going to use the, okay, it has closed this parallel gap perfectly. I'm going to remove this parallel gap. No, I'm not going to remove it. I'll keep it. Can it use this opening gap as a support? What else can you do? You can divide this gap into some portion. So here you can do this type of things for more precision. Okay, for more precision, exactly where it is coming, exactly where. FX, what are you guys talking about? This is this way you will not blow up with high certainty. Okay, thank you FX for giving some advice, brother. I want this from all of you. Help each other. I'm unable to help every single one of you, so try to help each other. Someone is thinking that who is actually new, what is this guy doing? Okay, it came here, the 50% of the opening gap went through this, came lower quadrant. I am expecting this gap is going to use as a support now, this opening gap, and I marked the quadrant level to see which one is going to be used as a support. I'm not in rush. This is the gap which has created after 9:30. This is the gap which has created after 9:30. This is the 9:30 candle. Where is 9:30? There is the 9:30 candle. So after 9:30, this is the first gap, which is extremely important. Now I have seen that market has reached until this one. Now if it can tap to this gap, I will take the buy. If it can tap to this gap, I will take the buy from this gap. I'm going to leave this one. This gap is going to hold the price now. So I mean, if it doesn't give me the opportunity to take the buy, I'll just let him go. But if it can tap to this gap again, I'll take the buy. My stop loss is going to be below this candle. And if it keep going higher, I'll just let him go. Is it a perfect setup? No, I'm not expecting some kind of perfect setup from here. What else I'm seeing? This last parallel gap is not broken yet, but I want to see that it will take at least this buy side liquidity. At least that buy side liquidity. Okay. There you go. The buy. Stop loss is going to be below that order block. See this one? This is the order block. Just below that order block. Where is my target? To that specific buy side liquidity. I'm believing that this gap is now holding the price at the same time. The order block is holding the price at the same time. This opening gap is holding the price until this buy side liquidity. Now, what else I can do? I can put my target over there, and I will take a partial this buy side liquidity. Okay, to there, I'll take a partial over here to that buy side liquidity, and that is going to be my target. This new day opening gap, as I'm expecting, market is coming here, that specific buy side liquidity. Let's see, can it reach over there or not? See this weak 50%, that should be untraded. This week 50%, that should be untraded. That means market should not trade that 50%. This 50%, it can be a losing trade, obviously. Okay, I got the partial. So what I will do now, I will put my stop loss to the break even. Look, exactly to the break even. If I get stopped out over here, I'm okay with that. I'm absolutely okay with that because I got a run from there to there. I'm good. I was trying to close my trade over there. Now I didn't close it, so I put my stop loss to the break even uh, uh, for for more confirmation that if I can catch that huge run until this new opening gap, I will hold it until that area. Otherwise, I'll get stopped out over here. Simple logic. Okay. I don't want to see that it will come here to trade that CE of that specific week. This CE, this one. Okay. Just let me change the color. What it can do, it can trade this gap, this 15-minute gap. See, last travel gap, 50%. It can trade until this gap 50%. But if it trade that 50% of that week, that is a low probability. Maybe I'll be stopped out to the break even. Okay, it has traded this 50%. Maybe I'll be stopped out to the break even. Let's see. By the way, let me actually put my stop loss to the exact level. Okay, so it should be there. My entry should be here, just above this gap. As because of my internet, my entry is little above. I want to put the stop loss exactly the level where my entry should be. So I would love to put my. Maybe you are seeing this is a loss, but I'm not seeing this as a loss. I'm just seeing this is the logical level where market should not come back again. So if I get this small loss, I will be happy with that small loss. Okay, please don't judge me. It's my request. I only don't want to be judged. So from there to there, that was the 19 handle. Ah, brother, I want the runner like 100, 200, 500 handles. I'm sorry, I'm not like those. I'm cool with 25 to 40 handle. I'm cool with that. Now this parallel gap should not be traded again. This parallel gap that should not be traded. Okay, I got it stopped out to the break even. Perfect. I'm done. I will see that if now price can go higher or not. I wanted to see after taking this buy side liquidity. See this buy side liquidity, market will reach until this new opening gap low. At least until that new opening gap low. Market didn't do that. Instead, stop me out. I'm cool with that. But I will see that is that because of my trailing stop loss? Is that the problem for that, or market wanted to fall? Because this week 50% should hold the price. Let's mark the 50% of that week. Okay, still now it is holding. Week did the damage, but still now it is holding. Let me see actually what I did wrong. Guys, please push the like button, push the subscription button if you are new. Okay. Some of you are thinking that no, brother, I don't want to write down boom because that is a very small run. But that was my buy side liquidity. That was my target. I tried to catch it until this new opening gap low. I failed to over there, got stopped out to the break even. That is the buy side liquidity if you remember from 15-minute chart. That is the buy side liquidity. This is the low probability trade. Sorry, right now the trading is low probability. I'm just going with every expectation. I'm explaining the expectation. What did I say about this parallel gap? I want to see it will be unfilled. If it is filled, I would love to see how far it can reach any certain level. Lower quadrant went higher, close above this parallel gap. I push my button over here when tapped to this parallel gap until this buy side liquidity. That is logical. Is that a perfect setup? No, it's a price action. I'm explaining the price action tick by tick, candle by candle. So I guess that you are actually hmm. So it tapped over there one more time to this parabolic. I didn't want to see that. I wanted to see this constant cosment will hold the price, then it will send the price until this new opening gap low. Nobody will close below the constant cosment of that 15-minute bearish parabolic gap. At the same time, keep that in your mind until this gap is not broken. This 15-minute gap is not broken. No buy setup is valid. That is our old rule. Until now, there is no perfect setup. Wait for this one is broken. The best. Hey Casas. Hey Francisco. How are you, man? Oh, I would be trading and would watch T2 later after session. See you, brother. I mean, is that you are talking about? I would love to keep this thing over there and to see that really did I stop out because of my trailing stop loss or not? Okay, I would love to see that. Did I get stopped out just because of my trailing stop loss or not? But don't think that I'm trying to prove that something. Okay, I have a very bad habit of trailing stop loss, but I really get profit from there. So I'm interested to do that. This is the order block. So I am expecting this order block is going to hold the price. Not that one. It is going to hold the price. This gap, this order block, can it hold the price for that new opening gap? Remember, the buy side liquidity has taken. Buy side liquidity has taken. Now my expectation is, can this order block hold the price until that area or not? It come back again, tap to this 50% of that week. See this week, 50% tap over there. Order block is holding the price. Cool. Can it send the price until this new opening gap or not? That is my expectation right now. I'm not in rush. I'm not going to push my button again, because from there to there, that was the logic. I got that. I'm cool with that. So I'm not going to be so much. I'm not in rush. Push my button again. I will keep waiting to see another opportunity to take buy or sell. So far, this last parabolic from 15-minute chart is holding the price. Can you see it's holding the price? Market has to close above this last from 15-minute chart. Someone has subscribed to my channel. Thank you for subscribing to my channel, brother. Captain Singh, when did you take the membership? I really don't know. By the way, don't forget to join to my live, members only live today, okay? Captain X, Garson Casas, Rakesh Kumar. I can't see any other's name. But if you are my member and watching me right now, don't forget to join me today's PM session live. That is going to be the members only live only, and so please don't forget it. Don't miss it, and try to keep an eye on my Twitter, because I will post the link to my Twitter. So around 1:30 I will push my button. So here, this order block, I'm watching this order block. Can it hold the price, send it back until this line or not? This new opening gap. Now you can say, brother, this is not the order block. Absolutely, you're right. This is not the order block. This is the propulsion block. This is your order block. See this candle. This is your order block. This is the propulsion block. Now I'm watching this specific area over here, this specific area, and I'm trying to use this one as my order block. So propulsion block and the order block are the same thing. When one down close candle trade the order block, then you will precise that order block by another name, and that is going to be your propulsion block. They are the same name. Can it hold it and send it until the new opening gap low? And I kept it over there to just to observe that, is my overzealous trailing stop loss stop me out or not? If I put my stop loss over there, that would be a good decision, or I did the best decision trailing my stop loss? That is just for me, okay? So I kept that one over there, just there to there. That was a good trade. Mhm. Then stopped out to the break even. By the way, anybody has any question? If you have any question, don't forget to let me know. Guys, push the like button. Please push the like button. I'm not here just to give you the signal. I want you to be independent. Be independent. Don't come back to my life again. I want to see this as a institutional order flow entry drill. So I would love to take a buy from the top of this gap. If it can tap to the top of this gap, so there, I would love to take that buy. My stop loss is going just below this gap, just below that gap. That is going to be my stop loss. This fab lookup should work as a institutional order flow entry drill. I missed that entry, that order block, and then yeah, someone has done something. Just don't forget to give me the thumbs up. So if I can get that entry until this new opening gap low, I'll be happy to see that. So let's see if it can take me. AFX has donated 100. Oh man, thanks for that, man. Thank you so much. Okay, I missed it. You see, I just missed it just for one tick. Just for one tick. Something like that. Just for. Actually, it tapped over there. Oh, no, it didn't. Just for a little. I missed it. Yeah, sometimes shit happens. Sometimes shit happens. There you go. There you go. Ah, bro. Oh no. Now, all of this price action, when I explained these things, was that was that clear to you? Thank you, FX. Really, thanks, man, for that support, man. Thank you so much. Yeah, it has shown. I have seen that on the screen. If you go little before, you can see donation not showing in chat. Oh, no, wait, it's not showing in chat because he has donated in PayPal. That's why it's not showing on chat, but it has shown on the screen. So I didn't know who has donated me. Then I find out his name on the screen. FX, thank you, man. Thank you, guys. I know you don't want to write down boom, but I'm confident that okay, I'm learning. So here I did a mistake. I just moved my stop loss too fast. I should not do that. At least not in this type of situation. It's okay. Next time I won't do that. What did I say over here? It's not a perfect setup, but it's a setup. I'm not expecting a perfect setup over here. I'm not expecting a perfect setup over here. I told that beforehand. So please go over there and watch it. Thank you. Write down boom, Sarje. Thank you so much, man. I love the way you are doing it candle by candle. Keep going, man. Thank you. Now I'm really going to. I'm just going to read your last name, Danish. Thank you, man. T2 August 2004 954 candle confirm is a valid bullish order block on 15 minute. I sold right 20th August 1945. 20th August 1945. That one? Yeah, that is a nice bullish order block, brother. A very nice bullish order block. Okay, that's cool. I'm watching this buy side liquidity and that imbalance. Remember what did I say? It's a low probability, but if you ask me about my expectation, I want to see that market is going to take that buy side liquid, that buy side liquid, and that volume imbalance. Why? Because dollar index is falling. Remember, I told that beforehand. So that was my expectation. I went for that. How now? Someone asked me, brother, how do I know my bias? Here, how do I know my bias? I don't have the bias. I have the sell side liquidity, I have the buy side liquidity. How do I know which way market is going? I don't know. I don't have the bias. I'm using these things by keeping one thing in my mind. What is that? Dollar index is falling. So if dollar is falling, market can go for that buy side liquidity. That is high probability. So my bias is bullish in my mind. But if I see market is using this gap, opening gap as a resistance, then first I will look for this sell side liquidity. For that, maybe I will need some more confirmation or something like that. This is how every day's bias is different. Every single day's bias is different, brother. Okay? That was cool, and it actually missed me. I thought that it's gonna be the institutional order flow entry drill. That means market will just tap the high of this gap, then it will go higher. But market didn't do that. See this gap. Market just didn't give me that opportunity. If it would give me that opportunity, I would be profitable from there to there 20 handle. Oh, that was cool, man. So far, we have framed 3 winning trade. Oh man, we are the boss. I'm just kidding. That was a perfect bullish order block, Rakesh. Green, so I don't think it was bad. Trail your stop loss. Yeah, exactly. It's okay. I mean, I also think like that, brother. I have been so many times in situation where I win trade turns red because I didn't take what I was given. Yep, I always trail my stop loss after taking the partial. So first I have taken the partial in a certain level. That was the certain level. So I have taken the partial, then I put my stop loss to the break even. Before taking the partial, I don't. I mean, I don't trail my stop loss. I try to not to trail my stop loss. Anybody knows what ICT is looking for? Thank you, Jerry Swag, for writing down boom. It's been a long. People don't write down boom. It's really frustrating. Guys, push the like button. Make it some more likes. I need some more likes. Okay. All of these hard works are just for free, and you are not even ready to push the like button. It's not fair. Please push the like button. Please do it. I'm still bullish until this buy side liquidity and that area. So this gap is my first target. Can it reach for that gap? NAP revision. He is not live. He isn't streaming today. Oh, okay. We only care what Chitu is looking for, not ICT. Don't say like that. People will kill me, okay? People will kill me, to be honest. Thank you guys for all of your support. I will close my stream today little earlier because I have to prepare for the members only live, and for that I have to made a script actually today. I don't use the script. I never write it down before making the video except the 2024 mentorship, because for 2024 mentorship I have to take the notes first, then I have to make the video. But except 2024 mentorship, every single other videos I never write down any kind of notes, any kind of script before making that video. I keep talking the way it comes to my mind, so I don't prepare myself. I just fix the thing what I should talk about today. I just fix that thing, then I start to talk, something like that. But today I have to make a script a little bit, because